2 for F1LL for France. It's going to be a good one, I reckon. We got well, we've got the same people in as usual, but doesn't change anything. Just bear with me for a second. Just have to pop into. With me for a second. Just let me know if my mic's too loud, then I'll turn it down. Just let me know. As my screen is freezing. Alright, we're back. How good is my mic? Yeah, my mic's fine. Alright. Just waiting for going. We've got Tim in here, we've got Juan, who were the top two. Last time we did award penalties to some drivers, but they didn't really affect, so we didn't put them in. But this one should be a good one. Obviously, it's not like Hungary where you can spin out as easily. Hungary, we had a lot of spin outs. For instance, SPC was one. Hello, fish sticks, wet. What's your gamer tag in the game? So I know who you are. But yeah, so my predictions will probably be Juan winning again, with Tim coming second or third. And then SBC might be up there as well, but we'll see, to be honest. God, this is the problem. I start the stream a bit too early. I should probably start it later on, but yeah, you might as well do the intro to the race. Yeah, it could be raining as well, which might change things. The strategy should be mediums to hard or hard to mediums. People can go on softs, but then you have to go on the 2-stop. There's no way you can't go for a 1-stop unless you stretch out the softs. Unless you stretch out the softs enough. Alright, I'll be back. I just gotta go get myself a drink. Alright, I'm back. We still haven't started yet. Should be starting in 3 minutes. It's not a lot. There's 11 drivers, so we got one more than yesterday. Yep, the races will be held on Saturday and Sunday until F1 starts. Then when F1 starts, we're only going to be racing on Saturday because people want to watch the F1, and sometimes it starts at 12:30. Usually starts at 2 for me, but yeah, I don't know. Hopefully now we do. If any of you in the chat want to type down your predictions, who you reckon will take the victory today, as we've got everyone ready up now, I guess we are starting. Think we are starting. Yeah, we are starting. It is the half an hour mark. So we'll be starting short quali. My predictions, I've already said, G1 will probably get pole. We have some close watching with genetic. Don't know why it wants me to pick tyre compounds, because I'm a spectator. And why am I in the drivers? I've been put in the driver's seat, so I might have to disconnect from the lobby. Oh, I got to right, there we go, I'm in the Red Bull, guys, here we go, commentators racing. Just joking. Say leave and join back, so sorry for the inconvenience. I need another invite. Well, I could probably use one of my old invites. If my PlayStation wants to stop pausing. Sorry for the inconvenience, as I'm saying. Because it's annoying what I have to do. Luckily they sent me 2, so I can easily use that one because I have to back out for the race as well. It's just like a glitch thing, spectate. Alright, so France short quali had a bit of a error, but we can finally commentate and we'll see who has gone out on track first. and we have a lot of cars going out straight. We've got EGH, who is behind his teammate, so we might have EGH is obviously on close look after Hungary had a little bit of an off and off race with a couple of late moves and all that. Yeah, we were close. We gave him the maximum penalty we could of a 10-second time penalty, but it did nothing, so we didn't apply it. But he did have a 10-second time penalty. We haven't applied it for this race because there's no need. I reckon he's going to be close. He's got to be careful today, because if he's not careful, then he is at a very high risk of getting a quali ban for it. Obviously, if he does the same today, because that's 2 consecutive races. But as we've got V-Parallax, who is not going to be racing today, so don't mind him. Obviously, that's me. Who was first out on track? It looks like FIFA Beefy on the hards. It's going to be the first guy to set a lap. And we're going to go on board with FIFA for this first lap. So yep, hards to mediums. Usually people set a lap on the hards. He goes really wide there. It could be an invalidation already. I put the spectator menu on to see what ERS is on. So we've got both racing points on that soft compound, as Santa Raka gets disqualified from the session. So that's unlucky for him. He will have to start from the back, but that means he gets free choice of tyres. As let's carry on with FIFA. Goes all right through there. Doesn't hug that curb like you want to, so he doesn't really get the best exit, but always good. As there's yellow flags in sector 1, who has had an issue, and it looks to be Juwon, but I reckon he might just be letting a car through, or he's going really slow. Let's just go back onto FIFA Beefing. As we've got SPC. SPC loves his screen time, so I'll give him a couple of screen time. Also on the hards, it looks like Toro Rosso was setting up for a nice little lap. As I will carry on with SPC's lap after. As the deployment limit on FIFA is going off. As it's going to be the first one, this will be the bank lap, a 1:33.5, so not bad for FIFA. Not bad. Not the quickest that you could do, but not bad. Here comes SPC. Actually, we're going on board with EGH, as he's going to be the next person. Will he be able to beat? He's got a 1:33.572 on the medium, slower than FIFA's hard. So FIFA actually, his lap is beating everyone at the moment. Aside for the carrot on the soft compound tyres, the 2-stop strategy, and Gio also sets it. Softs are never the tyre to go on, especially at France, but you can go for the 2-stop. It's not quicker, it's slower, but obviously you got quicker tyres. As is yellow flagged in sector 2. Someone has had a spin. As SBC is only 5/10 off of someone on soft. Very good job, and he's near enough. He's like 9/10 ahead of his teammate on hard. So very good job from SBC. He'd be happy with second place, especially after this Hungary result. He'll want to improve. Anyone else on a lap? Rince is coming across the line to go second. Just beating out SBC, so that just shows SBC's hard tyres are doing well, but Rince will be happy with that. As we have got Forza Ferrari on his lap on the hards. See what he can do. He sets a 25.8. Not bad that. Nearly at the 9s, but yeah, at the moment, Racing Point. At the moment, Racing Point have got one car actually doing quali. But the Toro Rossos are doing very well at the moment. Forza Ferrari, it looks all good. Managing his ERS, got it in overtake, not putting it in the hot lap. he gets on the curb. Not really hugging the curb as I would. I usually curb. He's on controller 100% because you can tell the way he's just his wheel is moving. It's a little friction. But he could be on wheel. He might just have a feel it as he goes on 1:33.7 on the hards. As Juwon and Tim have not set their laps yet. As here comes Tim, second place last race. He's doing very well. He's probably the closest to beating Juwon at this time. He had a very good race. Didn't quali and still got second. As we've got Juwon, who dominated last race really well. He's going to be showing that he could probably get pole on that mediums. As yellow flags in sector 3. Nothing's really happened there. Probably cars slowing down. But we'll probably go on board with Juwon as he's quite far into his lap, and then we'll go on board with him. FIFA's still out. I reckon we should pit in the next couple of laps. So Marius just started a lap. He's on softs. Alright, Geo Knights in 7th, not bad. God. As Cypher the Carrot picks up a 5-place grid penalty with a collision with EJH. Cypher the Carrot not on a lap, but it looks like he doesn't want to go past EJH. As we'll go back on with... Actually, sorry guys, I'll turn off notifications quickly. Sorry for the inconvenience, I'm just turning off notifications. So that black square didn't show up. But yeah, Juwon, he took that fairly well. He's going on low, so he's going on low, so some weird strat. Unless he invalidated this lap, which he might have done. I think he might have invalidated the lap, so he's gonna save and then go through again, so we're going board with Tim. Who's just keeping it on that lap. Not really managing the RS and quite low on the RS, which means he'll probably he will go into below 10%, which he does. And, is really doesn't have a lot of the acceleration comes. There you go. Yeah, he's not gonna have full power. As Rince does, his teammate kind of puts him off there. As Tim, yeah, was hugging the curb a little bit, and going around that corner, and then the final corner to go ahead and set a 1:32.3. Wasn't able to beat Cypher the Carrot, who's keeping his provisional pole. Well done to Cypher the Carrot. Juwon is getting a nice toe from Geo Knight, but he just doesn't care. Geo put it into the AI and screwed up in his lap. Can't tell whether he's in AI anymore. I don't think he is, so he's not. But who else is on the lap at the moment? Just looking. EGH has just gone back into pits on his medium tyres. Hi SBC. Just waiting on SBC to get out the pits. Hoping to. He can definitely improve his time. He can get up to P3, even P2. Tim is the highest thing by it's about 3. He's like 0.3 quicker than 3 tenths quicker than SPC, as Forza Ferrari still out on those hard tyres, but I reckon he'll be pitting now. As Tim comes into the pits. Gio goes extremely wide, he's 3 tenths up. 4 tenths up on me. As yellow flags in sector 2, they might sector 3, I don't know, I think it's just Cypher the Carrot going extremely slow. Juan still hasn't set a lap yet. We could be in the bad here. He's reverting to go on softs, which, well, given the bad strategies, many of the front plus mid pack, yeah, like the top 4 are separated by only 7 tenths. 6 tenths, yeah. Only separated by 6 tenths, which is pretty good. That means there should be a good battle at the front. Gio just backs off his lap. Letting Cypher the Carrot through. We'll go on board with Cypher Carrot, the provisional pole guy. Steven British. Lecker Tim. I don't speak English, so I have no clue. Cypher the Carrot just lets Gio back through again. Gio back on another lap. Very low on ERS low, so I don't think he'll be able to keep it in hot lap because he's just going to stall out on the main straight because he's going to on the 2 big straights as he's not even a tenth faster, just about. Not even a tenth up. As Cypher, I don't know, I think he went on a lap but bowed it straight away. So I don't know what's happening. SBC just... I don't know what tyres SBC's on actually. Let me check SBC's tyres. He's on the hards. Oh god. SBC is on the hards for the race. I don't know if it's staying there. I reckon the mediums to hards the better strategy, but he could go for hards if he wants. It just means he can run longer, but he's going to have the worst start of everyone. As I say that, he switches onto the medium, so we probably see him out in 2 minutes or a minute or so, or he might even come out now, not sure. As the racing point of EGH going back on. I think he's coming out. Yes, it is. As God, that is very. EGH is, yep, hasn't blocked Cypher. As we're going on that with Cypher. Cypher is 2 tenths up, so doing very well Cypher, especially on tyres that, well, they haven't even really set a lap yet, so. Takes that corner, nice. He's up by another 3 tenths, where we see the first man into 131. Only just saw it, but Juon has gone first by 2 seconds, and it's still gone first by 1.4 seconds to Cypher. It's mad. As he came out, SBC has not come out. Is he going to leave it to the last minute to come out, or is he just going to keep that hard strap? Very risky on that hard strap, but. As I said that, why is it... Well, which one? Who is that? Is that SBC or is that FIFA? And it is SBC, man himself. Going to set those lap on the mediums, or is it just a bit of a dummy? Don't know. We've got a lot of people on soft. Rinse has gone on the softs. Don't see the point in going for softs. You don't always need to get on pole to win the race. You can win the race from last, as long as you have a good race. I don't know if that's a spin or just car slowing down. I think it's car. As EJH, I forgot, started his lap. We keep on board with him. Goes extremely wide there, so it's not that wasn't the best turn for him. Low on fuel, so he's clearly underfueled the car the max he can, so he can get the lightest car. The lighter your car is, the better on tyres it is. As he's going to go across the line, he might improve, and he does, but it's only to P6. But he's in the middle of the medium runners, which gives him a good advantage. As Cypher has just spun, and I think he's just messing about at this point, but now his softs are 3 laps old, plus with a spin under their belt, which means his softs are going to be dead quite a couple of laps more than other soft runners. So Cypher is now at a pretty bad disadvantage, running on the turf as well, which is not good for the tyres. But SBC, he needs a good lap. It's going to be the final lap to do something. He's going to need it, but he can always, he's got that hard, he's 3 tenths up, so at this point it will put him in third, I'm pretty sure at the moment. His hard lap was pretty good to keep him in where he was in 4th. He's dropped down to 5th obviously because Juwan's improved, Rinse has improved. Obviously I'm going to have to leave, I will put, yeah. I'm going to have to leave for the formation lap because I've got to rejoin because it didn't put me in spectator, so I have to leave manually, select spectator, so there'll be a little bit of an inconvenience again. As yeah, well, let's just pay attention to SBC. Where is he going to go? Is he going to get into the, is he going to be the fastest medium runner? And it looks like he will, and he sets a 1:31.7. He's going to be really happy with that as well. He's going to be really happy because of the fact that he's only 3 tenths behind Cypher, and he's on 3 lap softs, and he's in the best position to take the lead because all the others have to pit for the 2-stop and then stay pit on the softs and stretch out a tyres long, as there's no one else in the pit. So Cypher, Cypher, nice. And then EJH, if he can retire, then we'll be able to get into the film, which he does. So good from the guys. As yep, I come in 11th, so good quality for me. Just don't worry about that. My ghost car will show up in the race, but yeah, it won't, because it assigned me to a car. But yeah, Juwan with over 1.2 seconds faster. Aside from the carrot, also has a 5-place grid penalty, which means that SBC is even closer. But we've got, yep, Juwan, we've got Rinse, we've got Cypher Carrot, 5-place grid penalty, we've got SBC, we've got Tim, we've got EJH, we've got Forza Ferrari in 7th, we've got FIFA in 8th, Gio in 9th, Marius in 10th, yep, me and Finny, and then last place is Santa Raka. Don't know. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. God, alright. We'll have to leave, unfortunately. No, I won't actually. I don't have to leave. It is a bit gloomy though, so could be a shot of rain, but not sure if there will. We'll only find later on into the race, will we? Hello, fish stick sweat again. I think that's Geo, so... Yeah, Geo's in 8th, wasn't he, or 9th? I said. Hopefully we have a clean start, clean race. We have some battles. They're really gloomy, actually. God's sake. My AI car is... Just have to tell the league that my car is in the game, but Santa should really overtake my car because it's not me, it's an AI car. And I think the AI has been set to really slow. So if Santa wants to overtake my car, because my car won't ghost because it still thinks I'm in the game, which I'm not, obviously. Anyway, we got SBC making a bit of a gap to the cars ahead, which is going to make the cars ahead slower tyres. They're going to have colder tyres, as EGH just doesn't care. He's just gone like, I'm not waiting. The AI shoving. A couple of people saying they forgot to lower the fuel. Not too bad. Means you got more fuel to play with, but it's going to be your car is going to be heavier on the tyres. The more fuel you put in, the more tyre deg you have, the quicker your tyres go off. Even if you're on hards, it can do it. It's at Geo, I'm pretty sure, and his teammate got a bit thing. As yeah, my car should easily go. As we're gonna go on board. Five red lights, and away we go for the French Grand Prix. Juwon gets a excellent start as Rince and SPC is all over as Juwon drops all the way down. I reckon he's just going to go from last to first. Challenges my car. Goes all the way up as there's a tag. Oh no, Santa Rekka has a collision with Geo. That might be looked at after the race because it looked like Santa could have easily avoided Geo, and it looks like Santa went wide and just carried on with the throttle. That might be looked at as my car is causing a massive nuisance to everyone. Because I'm not actually racing. Hopefully they can clear it. As Forza Ferrari and Cypher the Carrot are going side by side. So SBC's up into second. Very good job from him. As yellow flags in sector 2. Don't know who it is. It looks like it would be Santa Rekka. He's had a collision. As Marius is dropping all the way down as my car is getting passed by Juwon. As there's FIFA Beefy has spun his car. Rejoined and nearly hit Santa Rekka. That's what's happening at the front. EGH losing ground as Cypher the Carrot. We're going to be watching for some late moves. As he's really gaining. Sorry, I need to put on the... As yeah, Cypher has gained a lot of positions. He knows he's got the pace to climb up. was SBC at the best point. As EGH has gone side by side with Cypher the Carrot. A bit of collisions as Juwon's already made it back up to 6th. Santoreka has also got past my AI car. Unfortunately that is there. As Cypher the Carrot has gone side by side with EJH and has cleared EJH. EJH on the medium, so he won't have to fight too bad. But knowing EJH, he will probably fight him. So EJH does have, unfortunately, a bit of a slight problem because his, if you look at the bottom right of the screen, his throttle doesn't actually reach the end, which means he's not getting as fast as he should. But he can still keep up as SBC is really close, 2 tenths away from Finney in that Williams sandwich. But SBC, very good medium tyres. Tim, very good medium tyres. Rinse, yeah, on the softs as he pits on lap 2. God, lap 2. As EGH is really on the back of Cypher the Carrot, getting the better exit as well. Very close, but there goes the straight line speed of Cypher the Carrot. Cypher the Carrot, EJH trying to hang it around. Can't really hang it around. He's going to try and keep. DRS will be enabled this lap. As God, where is he? As SBC is in front, yep. Big boy Juwon's also as EGH goes for the move. Bit of contact was made, but I think that's just a bit of some racing. But Juwon's going to have a double toe here, so he might be interested in going for them both. EGH just staying where he is. Very close. EGH is just backing up from this fight. He's going to try to stick his nose in when he thinks he's ready. Rear ends Cypher the Carrot. Good battle, three-way battle. As FIFA Beefy's also on. My AI car's still there for some reason. But FIFA Beefy going really off. Geo's starting the edges down. Cypher the big boy Juwon and Cypher the Carrot. Oh, very close between them both. Cypher the Carrot nearly losing his front wing. Half of his front wing because of a collision. But luckily, Juwon climbs it up cleanly. So EGH is going to be interested in making a move on this very corner. But it's not obvious. Maybe a go on the last corner. Switch it to the inside. It's not going to. Going to look for the switchback with that DRS count, which he does. Gets to the inside. Obviously doesn't have DRS. Cypher also has DRS. It's not really going to help him try and climb up. But he looks to be better in the corners, better on the brakes. Both of these two on the softs. As SBC's made a comfortable lead of 2.1 seconds, so he should be running fine on those medium tyres. So SBC looking like a winner today. As EJH is also just behind Cypher the Carrot. I don't know if Cypher the Carrot has DRS, and he doesn't. So EJH is going to try and make a move. Bit of a false out move from there. From Cypher the Carrot there. Tried to squeeze EJH off. EJH with the nearly late break. EJH with a pretty aggressive defence, but fails. So nothing wrong with that. There's a fouled thing as his teammate is also gaining on FIFA Beefy, so we'll have to keep an eye on these. His rinse is on Geo. Watches as Cypher the Carrot and EJH still battling it out. As EJH gets in front. But here comes Cypher the Carrot again, going for the inside line, but backs out of it, but now has DRS. EJH with no DRS, hoping for the better exit, which he does get. EJH pulling up into medium, Finney on hot lap. EJH is going to have to be very careful. As he does, he leaves it there, maybe late breaking into the defence. He does, but it doesn't work as EJH. God. Oh, I don't know what that looked like. I didn't get the best of camera angles. But EJH going for the thing. And it looks like that will be... Oh, I need to see footage from Cypher the Carrot. Will display footage, hopefully. So I didn't get the best of angles, but that looked like a massive cut off from Cypher, from EJH. So we'll see. As Santa Rekka going for the outside move, goes really off the track, and it might get spun here, close, but manages to avoid the spin, as Juwon is now on Tim, the first and second place. Juwon going quite a bit off and gets that 3-second time penalty, unfortunately. We're just trying to stick it around the outside, but it didn't work. Because now the battling's happened between EJH, who's trying to catch up to the boys in front. Forza Ferrari is now on my car. Yep, nothing happening at the moment. Juwon still on Tim, but I think that'll be nice. Cypher the Carrot goes into the pits with Rinse as well. And Gio will go into the pits, as here comes Juwon. Where's he going to go? He's going to go to the inside, but doesn't feel like he's up to the move yet. The move is not close enough. This is just stretching out SBC's gap, which is going to leave SBC in an excellent position when he pits. And Juwon will have to pit first, but he's going to try and get past Tim as soon as possible. He's going wide for corners to try and get the better exit, and he does get that better exit because Tim puts it up in the medium. Tim's moving all over the place. Tries to send Tim wide. Doesn't, but this is bringing EJH closer as well. We're just hoping on Juwon to give us some action, hopefully. So, he's trying to line up the move as Cypher just makes the move on my AR car. EJH just chilling. FIFA starting the game. The main battle at the moment is Juwon. As Juwon, we cut back to him, is just going to cleanly go by Tim. Will Tim send it down the inside, or will he wait? He's going to wait, but he's going to keep it an overtake. As Santa Wreck goes off. Don't know where we think. I am part of the F1LL, so we will be looking into penalties, but I didn't see anything with that one. But here come as Juwon and Tim are still battling, so very big battle between these two. Yeah, this battle will mainly last until the first guy pits, as there goes big boy Juwon into the pits finally. That lets Tim have some breathing time, breathing space. Just chill. EJH goes up in the podium positions now. FIFA B3 as well is lost. Not a lot of time. As it all depends on who's going to pit. As if obviously Marius got a 31 second gap, 17 second gap, I mean, 8 second gap. Juwon gets out on the medium tyres in 5th. Sorry for the carrots, that's the fastest lap is Geo. Passes my... Yep, so it's really, there's no really battles going on except for Ferrari and Marius. Forza might line up the move now, but we'll see. He's got better ERS. Marius just sticking on none. Marius looking to go around the outside, didn't work. And I think that's Forza through and gone. We go back to EJH. FIFA is quite quickly catching up to EJH. I'll leave you on board with FIFA for a little bit. FIFA still continuing to catch. I think the hards are starting to come in and the mediums are starting to die down now. So we might see some moves as Marius is still with Forza but losing time to Forza, so I don't think that battle will continue. Sorry for the carrot. Probably going to gain. But EGH doesn't go into the picture. Despite losing a lot of ground, as you can just see on the exits, it looks like EGH has it, but then on the straights, that's like 3 temps on that straight, 4 temps on that straight. G1 set for fastest lap on mediums. But we might have a good battle. This is yellow flags in sector 3, and it's unfortunately it is Cypher the carrot. Hasn't had the best of races. He has the thing, and he is out. He's frustrated with the result. He got spun out. Wasn't his fault, and it was just really like a careless dive bomb, and then got cut off. But now FIFA Beefy coming up to EJH. We've finally got a battle as Marius is 2.2 seconds behind. Cypher the carrot completely just gave up, unfortunately, so we won't see anything of Cypher anymore. Sorry for the carrot. But here goes FIFA Beefy, might line up a move. I think the mediums, they need to go for at least 10 or 11 laps. So they won't have to continue. If they pit now, then the tyres will be done. Was it since lap 11? I don't know. I've only done 10 laps since lap 11. But here he comes, making that move, and that is the move done. Nothing's going to change that. I think FIFA will go on into the distance now, and he will leave Bin in the dust. CGH is just running his own race, but you never know, there's DRS now. Might pop it up into overtake or thing. That's what EJ likes. He likes to let him past. 3 second time penalty for SBC. Likes to let him past, get DRS and then go back for him. It doesn't look like he's closing up enough, but he could go for a scarce dive bomb, which he does. Makes contact and spins himself. Stupid move from EJH. Shouldn't have made that move. And that was just a waste. Just ruined his own race. He'll probably pit this lap then. Try get the undercut on anyone, but I don't. You could go for a dive bomb there. You could go for a late break, but you have to make sure that you don't exceed it when you go for that thing, because if you don't turn the car in, and you can't turn the car in because you've gone way too far, then you're screwed. As Tim boxes, so he's triggering basically the stopping phase where everyone's going to start pitting. EJH was considering whether to go in or not. Does go in, and now here he goes. We'll see where he comes out. He should come out right just in between Forza and Rinse. As he come out well in front of Rinse. Rinse will be nowhere near him. Comes out on the hards. He's gonna make the hards go 20. Make him go 15 laps on the hard compound. SBC is obviously that far away, but you never know. I think Tim or Juwon has to pit again, I reckon. As I get in front of can I control my car? No, I can't. That'll be fun. Oh. Yep, I think it's just going to be a stalemate race here. Forza's, yeah, close, but doesn't have the tyre wear at all. Rinse. Let's fight. He's done it before. EJH pits for fresh tyres, and Rinse still manages to catch up. Even though he has the older compound. And the slower compound, and still, everyone says, yeah, yellow flags. As at Geo has retired. Where did at Geo retire? What was the gap to him and my AI car? I don't know, but we've lost Geo. Don't know what happened to Geo though, so must have had a spin or whatever. But as Rinse is slowly gaining, might even get into another battle. He battled EJH, and there was a lot of not very safe or reasonable driving from certain cars. But he looks to be catching. He's already gained quite a lot of time. EJH always kind of struggles in that hard compound. Every time he gets on it, he's just a bit slower. Obviously later on today, me and EJH are racing in the same race. He's with YT Paynes, another bigger driver, as Juwon. What a race from Juwon. He got pole, he dropped all the way back from last place. He dropped all the way back from last place and literally is already back up into thing, even on that two-stop. He can make the two-stop work, and that'd be amazing if he can. And speaking about Rinse has now pulled another second on this lap. That means striking distance in 3 laps on lap 17 or something. 16 to 17, depending on how much he gains this time. FIFA Beefy probably not going to challenge, so he won't keep an eye. I'm just going to keep an eye on Rinse and maybe Forza, but I don't know. The gap. Forza could actually pit. Forza could pit and get in front of EJH, or just get in front of EJH, which would be amazing for Forza, because if he can get in front of EJH, that will be a very good job from him, because considering he's on the 2-stop, he could probably go another 2 laps on those tyres and then pit and then make it to the end. That's if he didn't start on mediums. But I think he's already pitted, like if I go pit stops. Yeah, Forza has pitted. As Rinse another second this lap. Bit more than a second actually, like a second and a couple of attempts here again. It's going to be another battle. Rinse and EJH have definitely been the 2 cars that have battled the most. I don't know, but yep, we might see a battle as Rinse sets his personal best, and still closing up. Much better through that corner, much confident that he can go just a bit faster through there without getting a penalty. And here he comes. How much is he going to gain? Oh, there's people saying stuff, but it's not showing up. It's been a really interesting race. We've lost 2 people, or 3 people, as Rinse has now got the sight of EJH's gamer tag, and he is going to close up before my prediction, and he's going to catch up at 16 on lap 16, which is lap 16 now. But as SBC actually pitted, and he's in a really good position as SBC, as he's only 9 seconds away from Juon, and because he's pit, he has the best strategy ever, because he can win it from here and he's got the freshest tyres at the whole grid. As FIFA's also pitted and got in front of him. Forza could probably pit and get in front of, what's it called, EJH. But Rinse, he hasn't really closed down slightly, only gained a couple of tenths on that lap. I think he mucked up in the last sector, going through his confident bit again. He gets that 3-second time penalty, but I don't think he cares. EJH, I think, does have a penalty under his belt, as I will check the penalties for these 2 drivers. EJH has only 1 warning actually, so not bad. And Rinse has a 5-second time penalty, plus a penalty, so he's got 6. He's got 11 seconds worth of penalties, so I think at this time Rinse is just like, I'm gonna battle, as Forza is now actually picked up onto the back of Tim. That is surprising. The medium one is doing, like, Forza doing very well on this 30 lap mediums actually. As Gio comes back, I don't see why, but I guess he just wants to spectate or something. That'd be interesting. As speaking about Rinse, Rinse is closed up now. Got that second gap. He's got the DRS now. We might see that battle all over again. The 6 lap older tyres, and he's been gaining and gaining and gaining. He's probably going to get DRS for this lap. Not sure though whether he will. It looks like he will just be in DRS. It says he's not in DRS and doesn't get DRS, but he will have slipstream now. Plus his like just straight line speed in general. But yeah, really good from Rinse to gain up at his confident bit again. You can see EJH lifting off there. I think he can still go another couple of laps on these. Probably go to lap 15 to 16 on hards. When I mean by that, I mean like how many laps you can do on the hards. Has Rince made a stop yet, actually? Yeah, Rince has made 2 stops, which means he's probably going to the end on these tyres. It's going to be risky though, that means he's got to do 21 laps. Is he going to be close enough? As EJH goes for that move defensively, not going to give him thing as Rince goes for that switchback move. He doesn't get the best exit, but will he have that slipstream? Will he have enough slipstream? I've turned off the interval. As he does it, gets past by EJH. EJH side by side with Rince. Switches to the inside, very aggressive. But will it work? Looks like it might, but I'm not sure. If they make a bit of contact, EJH makes a switch back. Does work, but they lock wheels. They touch wheels again. They got through. Much confident through there, though, is what's it called? So he's going to keep it on low, as EJH has the advantage. But obviously DRS plus not having ERS, you still catch up either way. Still setting, yeah, alright. First sector times, as doesn't get the best exit he wants. He's still gaining. No room left, by the way, so if Rince wants to complain about that, there was no room left there for the inside. Rince will go for the move, and that will be a penalty for EJH. I would say that would be a penalty. Yeah, EJH will most likely, yeah. He did Cypher, he left no room for Cypher on the inside, and he had plenty of room on the outside to go. And then there, he just left Rince no room. Rince is now going to make it his mission to get back up there. Just the second time he's had a very... He had 2 moments on the same lap. One moment he nearly spun, that moment he just got like, it'll be a hard one, but FIA is gonna say something about that. That's the second race in a row there's been multiple. There's been 2 incidents with him. I don't think Cypher might get the penalty, might have a penalty, that might have an investigation for a penalty. As Rince is climbing up again. There's no other birds except for Forza. Still very close. Rince is now on 2.4 seconds. So really stepping up the pace. As there's my AI car for some reason. It's still there. Goes pretty well around these corners. He's really going to try and climb up. A bit wide there though. Has he picked up front wing damage by any chance? No, he hasn't. He might have a bit, but not sure he will. He steps up into overtake, puts it in medium. Very confident around these turns. EJH gets another 3-second time penalty. Gets his first 3-second time penalty actually. I think Rince just doesn't care how many penalties he gets. as SBC did pit, but Juwon is still on those 12 laps, so he might actually get it, but if Juwon pits now, he will not make it. Juwon will probably have really bad mediums at the end, but it's looking like Forza and Tim will scrapping at it. But Rince is a man on a mission at the moment. Rince's pace has just been amazing, especially on those old hards. He's going to the end on the hards, but he has the faster pace than EJH, but EJH he's good at climbing back, but EJH, the only problem with EJH is that he's got a very aggressive driving style, where he just likes to just take the corners how they want. He doesn't care if anyone's on his inside. As it's shown today, he's obviously spun Cypher, and he's nearly spun Rince twice. But Rince managed to keep it, but I think the last corners weren't the best. There goes the straight again, probably going to gain like 10th or something. I think he might have front wing damage, Rince. Because he's going really wide on some corners, like he's missing the braking. If Rince gets another penalty, but I don't think he cares. As long as he gets in front of EJH. He's 2 tenths off his first, so he's alright. I think maybe put it up in a medium or high. As EJH is putting it up into high and he's still losing time. As Forza Ferrari has probably had a collision with Tim V or FIFA V. Tim. As Rince is now is in that 1 second mark now, and now he's gonna start this battle again. These two have been battling, have had so many like collisions, mainly with EJH being, well, in Hungary obviously he had 2 late moves. He had some stuff, but now he's got, so he's spun one person entirely, unfortunately his fault. Don't like to say that. And then this one with Rince, just he didn't leave any room. Rince will be going for it again. I think Juwon might have the win. But here goes Rince. Rince gets past EGH easily. But now EGH has got the slipstream, and Rince is going to take that to his advantage as he's got the yellow fuel, which means he's below a lap of fuel, full fuel. EJH goes completely off the track to make that move. I think Rince doesn't care, he's just going to focus on making the move. As he's going to be close enough, as EJH stays to the inside. Also doesn't leave EJH doesn't leave Rince any room to go around that corner. But Rince manages to back out of it later. Luckily, EJH, very aggressive defensive driver as well. He's good at defence, but very aggressive. But yeah, I have an aggressive driving style. I'll overtake anyone at any corner. Yeah, it's weird. But here we go. He's sticking to the insides. JH tried to late break later than Rince, but Rince gets that better thing. But now Rince is now in front as EGH is just keeping it in medium, keeping it in low. Better on the ERS side is Rince at the moment, and pulling away. But really backed up going for that corner. Lost more time than he should have. It's EGH. Usually likes to make that move, but he spun it. EGH has lost it, and that will be the race. Obviously, technically in Hungary, the penalties were not applied, which means they should have been due for this race, but because we couldn't be bothered, we didn't do them for this race. As Tim Viz now is on FIFA Beefy, so we'll watch this because EGH battle over after his own spin. Tim very low on the ERS, but still got it up and overtake. It's been a alright though. It's been a bit more packed than Hungary. As Tim might lose this podium, but you never know. Penalties maybe. As Juwon's done a very good job to stretch out those mediums to lap 17. SBC thought he had that win, but then Juwon just comes out of nowhere and dropping back to the grid to run in a nice race at first. EJH just losing so much time. Rince will be happy. Obviously that penalty as well. Yep, well, the closest battle is Tim with FIFA, but that's 1.3 seconds away. So, I think for these last 2 laps, it will just be these will be the positions where people stay unless there's a massive spin or a massive mistake, like 19 lap old hards for Rince and still manages to overtake EGH on 13 laps. That's just some very good calculations from Rince. Myself as well, the 11 lap hard, so I really stretched out my mediums. Just joking, I did absolutely nothing this race. But yeah, it might be a Toro Rosso 2nd and 3rd, which won't be bad for them. SBC didn't get a good race in Hungary, coming back with the first podium, his first podium of the season. Obviously hoping for that win. It looks all in his hands. But Juwon can out of nowhere manage to stretch those mediums and have the pace to climb back up and get the gap so he could just be cleanly in front. Yeah, Tim just losing more time. EGH starting to pull it back now, but he might be struggling. So we'll keep an eye on EGH. As Juwon is coming around the a little battle going on between Cypher and V Parallax. We won't focus on those. Good to EGH is starting a game, but I don't think it'll be enough. They have to gain at least 2 seconds, or like they have to gain at least 2.7 seconds. Yeah. To even be any chance before reaches lap 27, but as big boy Juwon is now on the last lap of the race. No. God, man. Yep, there's no, yeah, but the closest gaps are 2.8 and 3.7, but they don't look to be changing, so I think we're just right on board with Juwon. That has to drive an excellent race, got that pole, decided to drop back to the back of the grid to give himself a challenge. He should have dropped back 20 seconds at the back of the grid and tried to see what he'd get. He probably still would have won. But as he comes through the final couple of corners, coming through the penultimate corner, and then he comes round the final corner. He's had an excellent race to win the first 2 rounds and the French Grand Prix by over 25 seconds. And SBC, another driver who will be impressed with this result. Not as impressed as he probably thought he could get the win, but he will be impressed as he comes round the penultimate corner and the final corner to finish second in this race. Very good result from SPC, he'll be happy with that. At least he got a bit of screen time. And FIFA Beefy, the other Taurus, so Taurus have had an amazing result today, second and third, as FIFA Beefy comes across the line to finish P3, but will he get penalties? And he does get 5 seconds, and that means Tim gets third from FIFA as Rinse. So very controversial, he might complain about the spins, but he is Kane up on top. And he's been dependent on how many penalties he actually got in that race. We'll see what penalties will change, because if we have any complaints, we will have to review the complaints. As Rinse serves his 5-second penalty, and he does lose the lead, but only by 6 seconds. So if we were to place a 10-second time penalty on EJH, not saying we would, we might not even give him a penalty actually, then he will get as Marius, the Mercedes, comes home to finish in P7. And yep, that will be the end. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again on Saturday next week for round 3 of F1LL. Thanks for